Welcome to the Living the Dream podcast with Curveball. If you believe, you can achieve. Welcome to the Living the Dream with Curveball podcast, a show where I interview guests that teach, motivate, and inspire. Today, I am joined by special guest, Boi Saint. He is a music producer and he is the CEO of Blind Money Gang. So we're going to be talking to him about how he got his start in music, why he decided to start Blind Money Gang, what it's all about, and where he hopes it's going to be going in the future. Big boy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Why don't you start off by telling everybody a little bit about yourself?
All right. I'm originally from Louisiana, born in New Orleans. I basically stayed all over, was raised out in Garrettville, Louisiana. Um, I went to E.D. White for a little while in New Orleans. Some people know about that. And then when we wound up moving out to the country, it's like the outskirts of New Orleans, wound up going to numerous of schools around there. And then once I got up to junior high, I wound up going to the school for the blind, which there really fell in love with music. I was in the marching band before I went to the school for the blind. I played the bass drum. Then when I got to the school for the blind, man, I kind of started playing all different kind of instruments, from the trombone, the tuba, the drums. I started learning a little piano. So I kind of was here and there. And that's when I really started. I always had love for music, but when I was able to create music and seeing how it made me feel when you came together with a group of people and y'all put music together, man, it was an amazing feeling. So that's when I first really knew I wanted to do music. After that, I went to the Louisiana Center for the Blind and I went through some training there, it kind of helped me, with the insecurities that I did have, it kind of, helped me with that, being able to move around the country and travel and do all of this stuff independent as a visually impaired person. Even though there's some of us who's totally blind and there's some of us who legally blind, we have enough trouble we have enough of vision to get ourselves in trouble, and going to the center, that kind of helped me a lot with that. So that's why I was able to travel and move around the country the way I do. So later on in life, I wanted to get better with the music. So I started researching, doing whatever I had to do. I also went to the recording workshop in Chillicothe, Ohio for, I think it was like 6 months to a year or something like that, to where you got certified, as an engineer, man. These classes was crazy, man. We went to school, but it didn't feel like work because, you're doing something you love. So we went in class all day, man. You can go from class at 8 o'clock in the morning. You have little breaks here and there, but it goes all the way to midnight, and you're constantly working. You're constantly in the studio doing something. And man, it was good. I enjoyed it, man. And once I got done with that, I started my first record label, Boot Life Entertainment. And Boot Life sort of was like BMG because the majority of the people we had on there was blind. Actually, Curve, you was part of that. You was part of it. The first label we ever had was Boot Life Entertainment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we did music, and it shows, man, because we got some of that music up. I think it's online. They can look up Boot Life Family Volume 1, and I think it's online, and it shows that, we was in our early stage, we was just learning. Then we had a single that took off, that really made noise for us, that was called Party Time. And that right there let me know that we definitely could make it in this industry because that opened up so many doors for me. I was able to go to a lot of parties with Interscope Records, with Universal Records, with Def Jam. I was able to meet a lot of people in the industry. Shout out to one of the first people who I ever dealt with in this music and really kind of opened the doors and showed me some things was DJ 3. So shout out to 3 Man, and Detroit, and VT, a lot of them cats, they kind of took me under their wing and they showed me a lot of stuff about the industry, and that's when I fell in love with it. Then, Boo Life, you always got to reamp yourself. You got to, you know, do something different after a while. So after that, a lot of me and the cats from Boot Life kind of fell under. We started doing music. Then I started up another label called Big Dub because I was in Kansas. So I started a record label called Big Dub Entertainment, which was opposite from Boot Life because everybody on Big Dub Entertainment was all sighted. And we put out one project, and after that, it kind of just it died down. You just didn't feel like that. You didn't have the same energy that you had like when you was with people who you really cared about it. And I really wanted that feeling back that I had with Boot Life. So I laid up there and came up with BMG, Blind Money Gang. And this time it's different because with Boot Life, even though we had a lot of blind artists, but we also had producers who were sighted. We still had sighted artists too, but on BMG, everybody is blind or visually impaired. Everything that comes out of BMG was touched by somebody who is blind and visually impaired. We dropped our first single at the beginning of the year, Move On, and we are currently waiting on another song that is called Go Off that's featuring me, the homie Curveball, and Jay Maya. Man, we got a strong, strong team at BMG. Producers are dope. All of the writers, all of the artists, everybody is dope in BMG. We just have a lot of things that's coming this year. And basically, that's how BMG came about, man. My love for music and my love for my blind community. That's how BMG came about. And everybody on there, we've been dealing with just about everybody on here for some years now. They got a few new people who we just started dealing with, but even with them, it felt like we knew them forever. So it's like BMG is a family. We all cool with each other. It's not just a label. We're also a family too at BMG. But yeah, that's the story about, how BMG came about.
Absolutely. And we also have, even though I'm blind, so kind of,
Yes, ETIB.
yes,
Yes.
let people know about that and let them know how that came about too.
ETIB was started by our good buddy Kasani Bussy. Shout out to you, bro. It's the first ever radio station for blind artists. From all over. Eventually, it's going to be um, all over the world. Any blind artist could be able to send their music over to ETIB, and it's like get their music played, get their music heard worldwide. Which is a dope thing. And we work real closely with ETIB. That's part of the family too. And it's they doing good things over there. They got a lot of good people over there. Um, yeah, it's a good thing. And I think you can look them up. ETIB, even though I'm blind radio. Yeah, check them out. They definitely somebody you need to know if you're a blind artist and you really trying to do something in this music.
Absolutely. So tell us about the goals. Where do you see BMG going, and what kind of plans do you have for the record label?
Man, we are looking to make BMG a household name. We want everybody to know that there's more than Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, and some people might even know Blind Fury. We want the world to know that there's more than just those guys. There are tons of talented blind people, and our goal is to really become a household name, to really show what blind people can do, open up another doorway that, blind people can be successful. They don't have to leave their hometown. My goal is to every artist that do sign with BMG, we can set them up with a studio in their own hometown so they don't have to leave, because nowadays a lot of blind people, in order if you want to do good, you almost have to leave where you from to go miles and miles away from home just to be successful. Well, if BMG becomes successful and you're a great artist, we can make it to where you can still be in your hometown. We just want BMG to be, worldwide and a household name, and really put blind people on the map and show the world what we can do. And that's the goal for BMG, you know?
Absolutely. When is it? When can people expect that next single, and where can BMG be found to listen to the music?
The BMG can be found. You can find us on any streaming platform. That next single, man, I'm hoping that's gonna be dropped before Friday. That should be released. We keep on bumping heads with our distributing people, but it's gonna get worked out. But that next single should be out yeah, before Friday, before the end of this week coming up. You can find me, you can find BMG on Instagram at Big Boy Saint 702, and that's BIGBOI Saint 702. And we're gonna get a page set up for BMG to where they can go and check out all the BMG artists and with all we have going on.
Absolutely. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. And by the way, Big Boy Saint, love that name. How did you get that name?
Well, I always went by Big Boy, and one of my partners came up to me one day and he was like, Big Boy, there's so many big boys out there. Even when I was dropping some of my earlier stuff, it always got mixed up with the other big boy from Atlanta. So I was like, man, like, how can I be different? Well, I was born in New Orleans. So it was like, I love Saints, so let's go ahead on and do Big Boy Saint, and it's stuck. So yeah, that's how I came up with it. There was just too many big boys out there, and so I had to be different. So I came up with Big Boy Saint.
Absolutely, man. Well, yeah, y'all go ahead and check out that BMG. Make sure you follow Big Boy Saint 702 on Instagram. Everything that we got going on. Check out Even Though I'm Blind. All that good stuff, man. Close us out. Close us out with some final thoughts that you have for the listeners. Maybe something I forgot to.
First of all, I just want to say thank you, Curveball, for what you're doing, man, and your platform and all of the good things you're doing and really showing people a different side of what blind people can do. I want to shout out the whole BMG family. Man, it's just 2 minutes ago name everybody, and I wind up forgetting somebody, but man, shout out to the whole family, man. I'm gonna try to name everybody. If I forget, I apologize. But Jay Breezy, Jay Maya, Ali K, Ray Wonder, Big A, Naquella, Kasani, Goddess, Curveball. Am I missing anybody, Curveball?
I don't think so. I think you got everybody.
Like, that's everybody. Even Jay Gator. Jay Gator is a dope rapper too, man. He's originally from Alabama, but I think he's in New Orleans now. Well, I think he is in New Orleans now. So shout out to him because he do a lot of stuff for us, man. Shout out to all of the blind organizations that's out there making noise right now. I have to shout them out, man, because they are doing some wonderful things out there in the community. There is a blind beauty pageant that goes on, man, that I thought was the dopest thing ever, bro. You know, these blind girls getting out there and showing that they're beautiful, just because they blind don't mean they ain't beautiful, don't mean that they don't like to dress up and they don't like to look cute. You know what I'm saying? So like shout out to all of that. And I can't think of the organizations at this moment, but y'all can Google it and look it up, man. And please support all of these blind organizations that's out there trying to do stuff and trying to make it happen. Support us by, streaming our music, sharing our music. Uh, you don't even have to pay for it. Go to YouTube, run our views up on YouTube. Anything helps, man. Please support us. Continue to support Curveball and everything he's doing. He's making some major moves. Man, we appreciate y'all, man, and thank y'all so much for everything.
Absolutely, y'all. Check out that BMG. We got all kind of talent, R&B, rap, all that good stuff.
Gospel.
Yeah.
Also, too, I wanted to mention this, man. We got some shows that's going to be coming up. We got a show in Jersey on April the 28th. Yeah, we got a show out there. I want to say it's at the Hilton in Newark, Jersey, I want to say. If y'all follow me, I'm gonna be posting all of this on our Instagram and Facebook and all of that stuff. We got a show. We got some stuff like a few days after that, in the same place in Jersey. Man, we got a lot of stuff lined up. We got a big party that we're gonna do. I want to just go down and say that's gonna be our release party in H Town. It's gonna be like the first week of July. and we might have it that Friday, a big release party. We always do it big when we go to it's actually called the National Federation for the Blind. It's a big
Yeah.
organization,
Yes,
and
sir. In a
we
big
we going
convention.
out there. Yes, and we're gonna do it big. We did it last year, man. We had a good turnout. We got to showcase a lot of music out there, and that was the first year we done it. So this year is gonna be even better. So if y'all in the H Town area, please look out for us. We're gonna really make some noise.
And then you
But
say y'all's gonna be on the agenda too. Tell them about that.
yeah, we're gonna try to get on that. We're gonna try. I don't really want to speak on that too much right now because but we're gonna see what we can do with that. We're gonna try to make that happen. But yeah, we know for sure the party is gonna happen. It might be a little $5 fee, but you get free drinks, free food, and you get to be around some beautiful, intelligent, smart, blind people. So it's gonna be worth the $5. That ain't gonna be nothing compared to all of the fun and all of the things you're gonna do. So y'all, please be on the lookout. Please come out and support us. And yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all be sure to share this to as many people as possible and follow BMG, follow the show, C Jackson 102 at Cox.net for any guests or topic suggestions. Big Boi Saint, thank you so much for joining me today.
Appreciate you, Curveball, man. Appreciate it.
For more information on the Living the Dream podcast, visit www.djcurveball.com. Until next time, stay focused on living the dream.